We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. We shall overcome.
I hope all of you are well. We are really going through a crucial situation right now. Lots of people are affecting day by day in this novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2. Okay. So keeping in mind that term, today I am going to discuss something about health and hygiene. Okay. Yes, today's topic is health and hygiene. So let's start. What does health or healthy terms refer? When we call a person as healthy person, simple, when he is fit, not only fit by physical means but by all the aspect, okay, but by mentally, by socially, okay, that means he is enough capable of producing his 100% in every aspect, okay, then we call him as a fit person. There comes a terms disease. Okay, if a person is not at all healthy, he or she might suffering from a disease. Yes, disease is a terms which is referred as a condition in which one is restricted or one is prevented from reaching that particular healthy state. That is called as disease. So let's discuss about the disease in a brief. Okay, diseases are mainly of two types: communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Communicable disease are the disease which can communicate through one person to another. Okay. Communication, simple communication, and the term communicable comes from the word communication. Okay, that means if there is any communication happens between an infected person and a healthy person, then this disease spread. Okay, that is called as communicable disease. And on the other hand, the non-communicable disease, it's pretty different from that. That if a person, though he or she is suffering from a disease, but doesn't transmit his or her disease to anyone else, then we call that disease as the non-communicable disease. Okay. So let's discuss the parameters of communicable disease first. What communicable diseases are spread through some different agents. Okay, the agents, I have termed the term agents because it's are some living organisms, okay, mostly microorganisms. We know the term microorganisms. Microorganisms means the organisms which cannot be visible with our normal eye, right? They are microscopic, and not only by the microorganisms but some parasitic worms too. Parasitic individuals also can spread communicable disease in humans. Okay. So we are going to discuss some of the agents, some of the microbes. Okay. So there are lots of microbes which can actually cause this communicable disease. Like there are bacteria, there are virus, there are protozoans, there are parasitic worms, and lots of other organisms too. There are fungi also. So let's start with bacteria. Okay. Bacteria is a microorganisms which can cause several communicable disease, and the diseases are especially communicable disease, like cholera, like tuberculosis, like pneumonia, like typhoid, and lots of disease can be caused by these bacteria. Okay, that means there are certain parameters happen, certain things happen by which some of our water, some of our foods get contaminated. That means contaminated in the means of that the bacteria has been spoil that things and the disease gets caught by the healthy person. Next comes virus. A virus can spread disease like polio, like influenza, like common cold, like AIDS, and we most preferably to be say we are facing now coronavirus. It's a massive. Okay, so virus can spread these diseases too. Next, we are coming to amoeba, the protozoa. Okay, protozoa. So there are lots of protozoan present in our environment. Okay, we cannot see them at all because, but we in the environment we are living in, there are lots of these microorganisms always present there. Okay, and we are in a always remember we are always in a contaminated state. We are presenting in a contaminated state, a polluted state. Okay, that's a different aspect. So the amoeba, that is the protozoans that can cause disease like amoebic dysentery. Why I am several times using the term amoeba? Because amoeba is a protozoa itself. Okay, amoeba is a protozoa itself which can cause several disease. There are lots of protozoa like plasmodium, you know the term plasmodium. There are other protozoans also there. So the protozoans can cause a severe communicable disease like sleeping sickness, like what I have already mentioned. Okay, this disease can also caused by these protozoans. Okay, next we are coming to the parasitic worms. Okay, they are also a agent that can cause disease, though they are not microscopic, but they are, remember, keeping it in your mind, they are most harmful because they resides in our intestine, they resides in our inner surface, in our inner structure, and then there they started this contaminated process. Okay, they actually just destroy our digestive system. Okay, so the worms like parasitic worms, like pinworms, like flatworms, okay, the round worms, there are lots of worms which can cause disease like elephantiasis. Okay, like there are lots of disease, filariasis, elephantiasis. Okay, this kind of disease can be caused by these parasitic worms. Okay, so these are the microbes, that these are the agents that can cause the disease. Okay, communicable disease. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss about something about non-communicable disease. Okay, so there are certain diseases which are non-communicable too. That means the disease cannot be spread through a person to another person. Okay, there are lots of diseases, we know all the diseases. Okay, like we can see the high blood pressure, hypertension. Okay, we several times we see that people suffering from high blood pressure, high hypertension. Okay, hypertension, kidney disease, lung disease, heart disease, these are all the diseases that can happen in a human being, but still they are not communicable at all. Okay, cancer for reason, these diseases are not not communicable. Okay, that means these diseases are not spread through any person to an individual other person. There are lots of superstitions, though there are superstitions because we still it is several times comes in the newspaper that's a patient with suffering from cancer and no one is going to help him or her because they make that particular people kind of untouchables from the society, but these are not at all entertainable, right? Because these are the superstitions. Okay, so you are students, you have to be well aware of the fact a person suffering from AIDS, it's not at all transmitting that disease at all. Okay, so these are the scientific methods. You are students, scientific students, you have to make sure these things. Okay, so that's the parts we have already discussed. Now I am going to discuss something about the process. Okay, about the process by which these communicable disease can transmit. Okay, there are lots of ways. Okay, so the first one being the contamination, the contact through direct or indirect contact. That means the contact with an infected person to a healthy person. Like what I am describing it, suppose a healthy person, okay, suppose an not healthy person, suppose an infected person, and he is using his normal utensils, the normal things like razor, like towels, like blades, and if a man knowingly or unknowingly uses that particular individual's things, okay, randomly, then this man can also be affected with the disease. right? So there are lots of disease happens like there are disease like conjunctivitis, which is an eye disease. Okay, so these diseases are actually spread through direct or indirect contact. We are experiencing coronavirus, it's also a like this kind of disease, it's very contagious. Okay, the terms contagious means which disease can be can be happen with several contact. Okay, so there are lots of other ways to, like there are transmission through water. Okay, through water or food, like if the water that we use gets contaminated, how the water can get contaminated? Because if the water is not well, that means if there are sewage contaminating it in it, there are washing, we find that people do wash their clothes in water, okay, in pond, in lakes. Okay, so these things cannot be entertained, and if this happen and if we actually enable this water to utilize with us, then we can we can affect it with the waterborne disease too. And this disease happens due to water, we call them as waterborne disease, like cholera, like tuberculosis. Okay, these are the fatal waterborne disease. Okay, so there are lots of diseases happen due to the contamination of food too. Okay, the food, if keep in raw state, okay, that means if keep in uncovered, okay, they may get contaminated, okay, by these bacteria and viruses or like that protozoans. Okay, and if we eat them randomly, then we may affect with a disease called food poisoning. Okay, so there are lots of other ways to, like transmission through insects. Okay, though the insects like mosquito, we know mosquito are the precursor to enable malaria in us, but malaria, dengue in us. But keep in your mind that mosquito is not the representative to actually transmit the disease. It's just a carrier, because the causative agent is the plasmodium. Okay, so these insects can cause these diseases too, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay, there are lots of other ways too, that means transmission through vectors, through bites of several insects. Okay, several insects like several organisms like bats, monkeys, okay, raccoons, these dogs, in fact. Okay, there are lots of diseases can happen with the biting of these diseases too, these insect or these animals too. We can find the rabies, if the dog bites, we are affected with rabies virus, so it's a fatal virus. Okay, there are lots of diseases can happen with this. Okay, so there is another way through transmission through air. We call it an airborne disease. Like if a infected person is expelling out his germs through his sneezing or through his coughing, the droplets is his germs actually in the form of water droplets or present in the air, surrounding air, and if a healthy person takes that air, he or she might get affected. Okay, so these are the ways and these are the methods, or these are the types what I have discussed in this video. I hope you understand it well. Now you are requested to go through your textbook, whatever books you have, and then I think you will able to understand. And make sure keep in your mind and be aware of the fact that in this time, crucial time, try to be safe. And I am always telling that you are the main precursor of stepping stone actually, okay, to proceed our community. Okay, so to aware them, not only yourself but aware the other peoples too, the fellow peoples who don't actually know about the cause, about the prevention, about the precautions to be taken. Okay, so it's your duty to make people aware of what we are going through, the not deadly but the coronavirus, the contagious coronavirus. Okay, so that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.